team pick.
And now,
Brood.
what do they take? OD Omni is still there,
I think they go the OD. Yep, that's what I was thinking as well.
but I'm still hoping for that Wii Ranger. But OD would definitely be the...
You see one Ranger. I bet you Slacks is pulling his hair out. Well,
I'm sure you're right. The OD is the sensible one. Any other big Omni sort of pairings you can put mid.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, I wouldn't have said Puck. But they're going full in on the solo core TB ready to carry this. And the Puck pickup. All right.
what does Kinguin want then? Something like a...
Oh.
Do they want something like just a straight Shadow Fiend?
The Puck is good, of course, against the Ench. You got that burst. You're going to be building.
Oh, I also thought for a second Penta would take SF2 with Clockwork, but...
5 seconds remaining.
Kinguin.
Kinguin.
What do they want? The Nisha hero. Medusa.
Okay. Medusa versus TB can be alright, can't it?
It sure can.
Yeah. And as we said, TB is the only one that's going to be punching later on. So if you can pick a hero that's going to make the Terrorblades' life hard,
They want to go late game.
pretty
is what
nice.
this tells.
Yeah,
They want to have this
I
late
think
game.
Absolutely, they would love to take that. Taking Razor, Ench, Medusa late game against TB, Omni, Puck they are more than happy to do that. Kinguin. So I like that Medusa. I think that Medusa is quite a nice little finish off here for Kinguin. So time for our predictions, and well, I think I'm going to go with the Medusa. I'm going to go with Kinguin on this because I really think that's a nice bet. I think they can definitely keep the game going. They've got Razor, Bane, Rube. They might not have the Omni, but I still have to go with Kinguin on this. I feel Penta's putting a little too much pressure on the TB to carry them. What do you reckon, Fogged? Do you like that Medusa?
Oh god, I'm gonna go with Penta.
Yeah, are you going to go with Penta? Why? What is it about them? You think...
No, I meant Kinguin. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I meant Kinguin.
Sorry,
No,
final answer.
I was like, what are you talking? No, I absolutely meant Kinguin.
What?
I think,
you can't... Oh my god.
I absolutely... The game hasn't even started yet. I meant Kinguin.
Alright, let's see what goes. Let's get ourselves in the game stage.
They've got the Enchantress. I think this Enchantress gets banned versus them every game for a reason. I think they are going to put a lot of pressure on the early game, and they're going to give a lot of space for this Dusa, and I agree with the point you made. I think they're putting a lot of pressure on Terrorblade.
Yeah. Let's see.
You're trying to get your advantage here.
Oh, you said... Well, I wasn't the one that said Kinguin for you. The Penta were for you, sir. Oh, let's see. Penta versus Kinguin. What's going to go down? And as you say, I am interested as well. See how much this Ench can do that everyone has been so terrified about. The Patos Enchantress.
Yeah, let's see what he can make happen here. He's got just look at this item build too because of the gold now, right? The tangos. Double Fairy Fire. Nice bit of right click on that Orb of Venom. Mm-hmm. So, what we said a lot in the past was when there is this Enchantress in the offlane, you ideally want to block the big camp that she's near so that you don't get pressured so much by the creep that she can grab. So they are not going to have that one, and they're actually going to have a 1v1 matchup, and they're going aggro. And they're putting the Puck in a aggro tri-lane, and they're putting TB mid.
The battle begins.
Okay. TB mid, we have seen it before.
Enchantress versus Omni Knight? Sounds a bit tough for Omni.
Let's see, it might change this.
We see lanes getting swapped.
I was going to say.
And the other team swapping as well. Double swaps coming out. Omni has stopped though. He's starting to make his way back up. And so is the Enchantress. Alright. They kind of juked each other a bit.
Will they change again, or? We'll see how stubborn they are going to be in terms of trying to get those favourable matchups. Now mid lane. Oliver's the backup. Oh, DNZ. He's cutting his way towards top. There's Boogie. He can run down here. Does have to cut his way back to safety through the trees.
Yeah, he's going to need a lot of harassment up here. And they did block the big camp though with the sentry. So that is, they did do the important thing on the side of PENTA to make sure the Enchantress doesn't go crazy up top. El Visage eating a lot of damage here from Oliver, getting blocked by the creep as well. Is he just dead? No, he's not. Okay. That was close.
Yeah, one hit away from death there.
Yeah. Exotic Deer getting ran down a bit by DNZ.
We are with that pretty puck set that we saw S4 on earlier. Nice shiny blue. Mid lane Nisha. Been alright so far. As we saw, the metamorphosis was counteracted a little bit by the enfeeble early on.
Yeah.
So made it sort of even out.
A bit of a trade farm lane. I think Patos is going to be the big winner in this top lane, though. As he misses, oh, he gets the second one. Okay.
He gets the second one. He's
I
got this one.
thought he might
This
miss
is the
both.
test.
Yeah, he's got it.
He's got it.
Easy. Orb of Venom on Enchantress makes Boogie's life miserable. Bounty Runes coming out. And Exotic Deer does get forced back to base, though, on this Razor. By this Puck aggro lane. So that is the biggest lane that's... I mean, this lane is going great for Penta. They've got a triple range creep pushing into them. Weeha's going to get a lot of levels here. They're even moving the Witch Doctor toward mid. He's got a DD.
He's got this wrap around.
Nisha.
Ooh,
the right
Nisha.
clicks. Oh! He's got a Fairy Fire.
Oh, and it will keep him alive.
The DD Witch Doctor. Those right clicks.
That's quite some punch. We'll be fine for now. Another enfeeble. Right down by Ellie Sash, down bottom. Looking towards DNZ, but we'll keep the distance and we'll be alright here. As CS-wise, is the at the moment is the Razor getting left behind?
Yeah, he's getting very affected by this aggro lane.
Going for those stacks here. Ellie Sash will be able to get the ancient. And one will be messed up by DNZ's positioning with the clock.
Mid lane again. There's a rotation. DNZ is behind Nisha here. Nisha.
He's gone pretty deep. Will manage to get the snake bounces out, get that mana up a little bit. He's trying to man up against DNZ. In fact, they may just get the kill. No,
the uphill miss.
Uphill miss.
Elisash gets an uphill miss there.
Oh, RNG working against Kinguin on that one as Penta claim themselves first blood for Oliver.
Oh, they would have gotten first blood too, but Oliver now getting pretty low here. There's a brain sap available. He had to back off. He's getting salved up. Oh, poor Kinguin. Elisash is probably like, are you kidding me? But that's Dota. Uphill miss. Greatest mechanic. I do love it. And they're just continuing to try to just protect this Dusa to get full free farm with the Enfeebles constantly being thrown out.
And back in. Pushing Oliver back. He's handed another salve.
Pato sees that Boogie went the bottle build, so he's actually stealing both bounty runes as a priority rather than last hitting in the top lane. Ketso, as you said, has a haste rune. He's almost got his arcane boots on Rubik.
Phase boots nearly done on Patos, so that top lane will get a little nastier for that Omni.
Yeah. The big one is when, I mean, mostly when the Enchantress hits 6. That's where the lane becomes like almost impossible to stay in.
Well, TNZ was looking for a bit of a chase down there, couldn't quite close the gap.
Oliver's farming just fine, even though this has been the Bane Dusa versus him. Eating a lot of damage though from the brain sap plus the snake harassment. Doesn't have much regen left, actually none. He just has the Witch Doctor heal to try to push him forward. Patos continuing to just right click Boogie. Boogie though is doing pretty good, 20 last hits. That double mango HP regen really coming to play, and continues to be Weeha over the Razor in that bottom lane. It seems like they're just kind of accepting that the Razor's going to get pressured though. The main focus of their draft is going to be this Medusa on the side of Kinguin.
Managed to get the cogs here, but quickly cuts up. We'll take DNZ out of it, so he himself is fine.
Patos is 6 with phase boots now top.
Okay.
Boogie's,
So this is the scary point.
yeah, Boogie's now under a lot of heat. He actually just goes to the jungle and starts hitting some creeps as an Omni Knight. And it is the 5-minute mark, so Patos, he's got the second siege creep to be able to push and pressure down the tower too.
Mid lane. Seer still led slightly by Oliver, but
Yeah,
it was very close between the two.
very close start to this game though. The only advantage is really mostly just based off of that first blood.
See towards mid. Ali Sash find himself that regen rune up top.
Patos is heavily pressuring this top tower.
And the Sea Screep's coming into work.
As soon as Boogie comes in lane 2, Patos going to start throwing some impetus on him. He wants to keep at least the one siege wave, the one siege alive. So one does drop, but the second one should get a decent chunk of damage on top. He's got another enchant to refresh it.
Bottom lane, they do go for the quick grab back onto Wii. Is able to blink out.
Mid lane, Oliver.
Oliver getting bursted very low, but they can't quite get the final right click in. Oliver will survive. Iron Man comes in with a Voodoo Restoration to get Oliver back to safety. Bottom lane, Katso getting trapped. This time Telekinesis still on cooldown for the time being and will get bursted down. Penta get one. Exotic Deer will slap into Weehaw. Weehaw has the orb back up in a second and will be able to keep just far enough away.
That bottom lane is the mostly the kill lane. Exotic Deer again. The coil comes out. They've got vision on the side there too. Can Deer make his way out? The cog push. Raindrops.
Still alive here. Exotic Deer.
The raindrop initially soaking the orb damage too. Survives just with a little bit of HP. But as we said, this Enchantress top of net worth, but Boogie's still keeping up.
He is.
He's farming the neutrals in the meanwhile while he can't actually stay under tower.
Yeah, a lot of that CS is the camps. Well, is that a lot? Some of it.
Some of it.
Some
yeah.
of it is.
He's about 300 gold behind.
Yeah. At 8-minute mark as well, I imagine Patos will make sure that he grabs both of the bounty runes once again.
Oliver keeps eating the third bounce snake, so he's dropping very, very low. But we hustle a decent chunk over Exotic Deer.
Making those pulls here as well to keep the lane in his control. Making it harder for Exotic Deer to really get involved.
Oliver's having trouble stepping up to the wave. He's pretty much just farming under his tower, just because there's a arcane rune plus a Medusa. They are setting up the trap here. Penta, they're on the high ground. Kinguin looks like they know something is up though here.
Yeah, at least that's just being very careful.
Or do they?
Now, he's gonna go.
Oh, he's dead.
Straight into the cogs.
Oh, they actually don't have Maledict leveled up. Okay, he's gone for just the heal build.
Whoa.
Alisage, can he actually distance himself? He can. That's... He put 2 points in the heal, not even 1 point in Maledict. I guess he just really wanted to sustain the Terrorblade.
It might have been at one of those points, yeah, where he was just saving the TB and puts an emergency extra point.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And now he looks like he should pay with his life. RMN. Oh god. Alisage, the Ancients actually aggroed the Bane. Oh! But they get the last hit anyway. Arcane Boots already on Rubik, and they have a hefty stack for that Dusa to farm back on.
Top lane. Pookie. Tempting to raise his hammer to get that final hit onto Patos, but...
Got Patos very low, though.
Yeah,
that's a bit surprising.
Too strong.
I heard a drum charge get popped, and I was like, wait, who's got a drum already? Had to be the Inch. All in all, pretty even, though. Slight lead now for Kinguin. But Penta, they do have this Veil already finished up quite early on Weehaw. They could threaten Exotic Deer quite heavily with this.
They might, yeah, they might just look to dive. Carskin, it is underneath the tower. Is there any sort of help that can assist Exotic Deer? He's caught underneath the cogs, and Exotic Deer will fall.
To sleep?
Oh!
He's dead anyway. Oh my
goodness. They can find some return kills, though. They'll get one onto RMN.
If that sleep had saved him, oh my goodness, that would have been...
DNZ, he's going to be able to TP out as well. Weehaw also has the orb, so gets out of there. So all in all, good move from Penta. Support sacrifice, but he gets the core kill.
Yeah, they get the core kill and they force the Patos rotation. So now Boogie gets to put some pressure on top, continue his farm. Level 9 Omni Knight. Same level as that Enchantress. But now Deer makes his way top. He's a bit lower level than that Omni Knight though, so still takes a big chunk of damage from that purification. But he's not going to be as pressured up top here unless the rotations come out, which they probably will. We'll probably see them instantly move top to try to make sure that Razor's still shut down. Nisha now going to the jungle a bit, farming up. Oliver likely to do the same soon. Deer, top lane.
See?
They've got the Death Ward.
Yeah.
Just like we said, they don't want to give him any space on the map. But they steal the heal. What just happened? He's dead.
He had no damage. He was fully static linked. Couldn't go in for the right click. So Exotic Deer survives.
I'm really not liking not having the more points in Maledict. They're missing a bunch of kills now because that's 2 that I feel like they would have gotten if they had actually gotten the Maledict off. Because he didn't even get it on him there, right? He did have the point for it though. I can understand the 1 point in the heal because it's very value at level 1. That's 16 per second for only 8 per second mana to sustain that Terrorblade, but not having higher levels in Maledict is really hurting them in the kills.
With that, Kinguin finish off that top tower.
And now there's, I mean, the best possible spell you can steal early on for Katsor. That Purification. He's got already Arcane Boots too. And Kinguin already starting to pull quite ahead. With the Medusa draft too.
Yeah, all 3 of their cores are top 3 net worth.
Even, yeah, Exotic Deer especially after getting pressured so much, he's recovered very nicely.
Yeah, that kill on that tower really bumped him up.
And they look like they want DNZ too. They should have enough burst with the heal.
They will grab back indeed and put down the cogs, but the right clicks are too much. Another kill for Kinguin.
And for Deer as well. So pushing him forward even more. He's got the drums finished up. How are the supports doing? So we did see, of course, Armen level 6 on the Witch Doctor, but Clockwork still only 5. He's a big one for them to actually isolate targets and get the initiation. Because they do need to continue to making space. They need to keep the pressure up so that Oliver can just farm on this Terrorblade. Because it's a single core Terrorblade, and in the early game versus a tri-core lineup, they are already behind.
And we've got to get Oliver involved in the game somehow. As this, the Deucer is really going to be a huge problem.
DNZ really wants his level 6. Oh, I think he disconnected. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the Clockwork just standing idle, looking at Nisha in mid lane. So a little bit of a respect pause a bit. Of course, they lost their Rubik too, but Nisha's literally was attacking the Clockwork and kind of stopped for a second because he saw he was disconnected.
Oh, fair play to Nisha. He's back in.
Are they both maybe from like the same area? I guess then DNZ and Katsor, if they both DC'd at the same time on different teams. I guess they must be, right?
Yeah.
They both DC'd. It must have been like an area.
Some of them were bantering with each other at the start.
Yeah,
could be something like that.
They must be in the similar area.
I'm back in. Iron Man reaches an Iron Man to his life.
Oh, that was a pretty good one.
Thanks.
Patos chasing Boogie. Boogie just runs under the enemy tower here.
Definitely.
Oliver takes
His
a
snake's hurt.
massive snake.
Thank you. An ancient stat looking to be good for Nisha to take.
Exotic Deer. He's alone versus 3, and he will be brought down. That first hook shot usage getting them a kill.
That's a big one. Exotic Deer was starting to get into quite a good place on that Razor. So knocking him down. And Nisha finishing this will give him the money for the Dragon Lance. As this will not be contested at all by Penta. Getting these 3 ancients that he stacks up. Bottom lane, Iron Man, feeling the power of the impetus. I mean, Pados is diving in. He wants this kill, and he may just get it. The Deathfall forces him to the side. One more touch, but he's spread it out.
Pretty tanky here. They need the coil. He can just break it. He should just be able to keep running with this too.
Oh, yep, he's got the backup. That's the power of the Enchantress there. Runs in. Doesn't get the kill though, but creating a lot of nuisance. There's 4 heroes.
That was a Sunder, right? Sunder too? Yeah, Oliver did throw the Sunder as well.
Enchantress. Now going in onto DNZ. A lot of damage.
$3K gold behind. Dusa farming way faster than a Terrorblade because he's got stacks all over the place. Which is also giving Katsor a lot of farm because he's getting some slight gold from those stacks that he did put out. Getting closer and closer to Blink Dagger on Rubik and continuing to steal Purification.
They're just babysitting Exotic Deer at the moment.
Yep.
In case he gets jumped upon.
Yeah, until he gets 4-staff, he is pretty easy to pick off on the Razor, but once he starts getting that one, they can distance themselves from that clockwork. Bottom, the hook shot actually hits the catapult at Patos, grabbed up.
And Patos, he gets the chance to get the heal off, so with that, he should be able to walk out of this.
Out of there.
They've got the beach grip, they're going to look to potentially turn. Dreamcock gets dropped down onto all three of them, Boogie falling low, the paralyzing cast bouncing between them, and in fact, with that, with the core snap, it's doing it. Double kill for Armament.
Triple?
With that Death Ward. Oh!
Let's see how much damage it did. Look.
RMN there, getting the big kills.
I just want to. Oh, come on. Where's the damage? Come on, fight recap. Don't do me like this.
Oh no.
There it is.
There we go.
Oh, look at that damage.
1500.
That's pretty good. Who needs Maledict?
Pretty good indeed. Nice bit of gold for that Witch Doctor as well. There, the combination with the cast coil. Very, very hard for Kinguin to really do anything about, as they're sort of forced to split, but at the same time that causes the coil to pop.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Nisha, go for one more stack here on these Ancients.
Kinguin's playing for the farm game. They're fine with taking this late.
Didn't quite get the stack there. A little bit late on it. Nonetheless, we'll farm it up, and getting very close to having the money for the Hurricane Pike.
Yeah, 4 staffs like we're mentioning. Very important for this lineup.
Yeah.
Who's getting the gold for those stacks, by the way? Did you actually get to see it was Rubik, right?
I think
Rubik.
it was.
Yep.
I think it was.
Cat Sword continuing to get closer and closer to that Blink Dagger.
Certainly helping.
Slowly but surely. And the smoke comes out from Penta. They're looking to get aggressive. They had pinged out Patos. It's a pretty hard kill. Nisha.
They've got the hook shot. See what angle they can find.
got vision on
he's
the high
popped
ground.
the Mask of Madness as well, so he can't get the Stone Gaze out. He might just be able to just turn and fight if his team can back him up enough. Nisha will be fine for now. He is low on mana. DNC taking the punches. They're trying to dive in onto Nisha under the tower, but he gets the chance to pop the one. Will be fine, and now Penta have to back up. Fiend's Grip is there though, holding down the Terrorblade. Is Oliver going to be okay? Will be repelled. But DNZ on the side has been chased down by Patos. One more impetus should do it, and it will. So Penta, unfortunately, unsuccessful with that rotation. Going in onto the Deucer, but backup was there.
That was what meta. They tried to use meta to get aggressive there. I did like the move there by Penta, but that high ground vision, they break the smoke, and all of them were kind of in position to protect that Deucer. That's really the nature of Kinguin's draft, right? It's protect the Deucer. While Patos can just run around and make space for Yosa's Enchantress, as he's been doing very nicely. He's got, what, 4 staff is finished up, and then now the next item will be that Aghanim's Boogie. Getting drained up.
They want to dive a little bit here past this tier 1, but DNC will be there to slow Exotic Deer down with the cog block. Pushes him back, and they'll settle for the tower instead. Kinguin.
No matter. They're confident to fight here.
Yeah, with this Hurricane Pike, the forces coming out of the cores, the life of the clockwork becomes so much harder. And he'll hook shot back to safety here. He crosses out of the trees.
It's in the sidelines. It looks like they kind of wanted to make a go there. They reveal all their heroes though. No clockwork hook shot available. Kinguin will just disengage with their 4 staffs. While Katsor just farms top as a Rubik. Love and life.
How's the blink?
Manta is almost done on Oliver. He's getting closer and closer actually with that Dragon Lance that he just picked up. Wanted to get some more stats before he just finishes straight Manta. Smoke now, Kinguin. Everyone but Exotic Deer. They want DNZ, they get the Fiend's Grip, they do.
They've grabbed him.
Goodbye, Clockwork.
No save for the clock. Now, maybe they'll see if they can find Oliver's on his own in the jungle at them.
That's the biggest kill they can get on the map if they're able to find him, but he seems aware. He's getting out, especially after they just killed mid.
Yeah, backs up right to his tier 2. Kinguin will be able to start pushing these waves in though. Oh man.
Weeha and Oliver are pretty farmed in this game though. On the side of Penta, they're still in a pretty comfortable, they're in an okay spot right now.
They're going to try and burst down the Enchantress.
They're in
with the silence, they go with the purification. Panos goes to the heal, tries to force out, but the coil snap will kill him. They managed to get that Ench.
He was trying to wait till the end of the coil to force out, but yeah, Veil plus coil break. Hell of a lot of damage. And now Penta, they've got meta. They can turn this into a tower. Looks like Kinguin are trying to contest this one, though. They've got the Do supporting in as well.
They have the stone gaze. They've got lots of good ways of cleaning out these waves that are being pushed in.
They're trying to get the dive on, though. It looks like here. They're wrapping around behind.
Oh, straight in. On the Medusa. Elisash is down. The cast bounces as well, working in favor of Penta as Nisha's forced right back along with Katsor. They get the kill on Bane, and they will take the tier 1 tower, Penta.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Definitely striking back. I feel like Exotic Deer needs to get like a little bit more involved for his team, just so that Nisha can actually farm, because they are getting a bit pressured by Penta's rotations. Oliver is able to steal a good chunk of those ancients. So very close game, Owen. Experience now for the first time in Penta's favor.
Scepter on Omni as well to help get those catches.
Yeah, stop the Fiend's grip.
Yeah.
Could be the most important one, but just the movement speed build always great on Omni. Penta just pretty much have to... They can either choose to just farm up or fight around when Metamorphosis is up. They can't really take fights when meta's down. While Kinguin... I think they just want to farm, to be honest. I think all Kinguin really wants is this Dusa to get massive. Level 15 now on Nisha, going for that Eye of Scotty. Big timing, of course, is that level 20.
Let's see what Kinguin can do around here. There. Again, they ideally want to be finding Oliver.
Yeah, meta's still on cooldown for 20.
We are getting a good bit of split pressure down on this bottom lane.
He went the Boots of Travel build, so I guess he was reading, you know, this is definitely a farm game. He's able to just split push a bit better with that and join his team fights, and then he's just gonna go some more team fighting items afterwards. He already had the Blink and the Veil anyway, so.
Middle lane, Patos forces out the fortification from Penta.
And Penta will get this tier 2 as a trade already. Bottom tower is dead.
Radiant's bottom tower has
And
fallen.
Penta does have meta. Oliver is looking to go for a BKB next, so he wants to just stay involved with his team. They want to keep fighting versus Kinguin's lineup, because Kinguin just is trying to just slow the pace down constantly.
And it's off.
If either the size wants to look towards Roshan. It is up.
Both teams just seem so content with just farming.
Yeah. I mean, I think...
Weeha's like, alright, I'll just farm your jungle. Oliver, farm this. Let's just possess this area. Farm as much. Let's just try to outfarm them. They've got good vision of the Medusa. They've got aggressive wards on Penta. So they are at least watching when he is farming, and also while Patos is farming with those 2 wards. They get a lot of map control.
That's a
DD outside the pit. This could be crucial for Penta. DD Tower Blade. We've seen what it can do.
They're smoked up. Oliver is right by it. Grabs that DD in now. Looking towards mid. Can they start a fight on Tanisha?
His team's not there. Nisha's all alone up here. He's already used his Hurricane Pike as well.
He is in a very tough place. Does get the Stone Gaze out in time, but they'll kite it up. Iron Man getting forced to the side. The silence jumps in from Weeha. He's managed to lock down the Enchantress. Pops the Death Ward here with the Dream Call. They'll get Weeha. Nisha's still alive. Will pick off the clock. Goes for the TP out. Exotic Deer also turning up to the fight and will claim a second. But now Exotic Deer sort of on his own. He'll try and run himself away with the movement speed. Is it going to be enough? He's running. He's hiding. He'll take the bounty rune on the way. Oh, no, he won't. Oh. Oh, he tries for the Dukes. But they have found him. So, Penta.
With that DD rune.
Yep.
They're still just looking to get aggressive. Every time meta is up, they do continue to try to just make moves. Kinguin, all about the farm game.
Very nice to start just handling the Enchantress. Straight away, just taking Pados out of the fight with the silence. They drop the Dream Call and Death Ward just for the Ench, but it's absolutely worth it.
Oh yeah, it's Core Enchantress.
Just get that Ench out of the fight.
Nisha's got Eye of Scotty finished up. 3 more levels till he gets the talent. Boogie will go for Aghanim's first team to kind of counteract that Stone Gaze. If he's not caught on it, he just pops ulti. Team should be just fine versus Medusa.
Healing and harm.
And Deer falling behind here. Both the Razor and the Enchantress are falling behind by a decent margin compared to, Weehaw and the Puck, who's doing a great job keeping up. And he's positioned down bottom. He just keeps wanting to split push this bottom lane.
Jackpot.
Hides a bit. Shows himself. Clears the wave. And he's out. Constantly shoving in bottom lane. Well, Clockwork shoves in top, so Penta, they're waiting to take a fight because meta is not up. They don't want to be able to lose any buildings or anything out of it. Kinguin trying to take advantage of that timing, though. But Penta does see all of them coming in with that ward they've got in mid. They know exactly where Elisage is.
I'm looking for him. They'll drop it straight away. On the Bane. Bane forces himself out, but the Maledict's enough. He goes down, put the Stone Gaze on the side. They have managed to catch out. This Omni here will yield himself up into the air, but gets the GA out. Is it enough to save him? He's running, he's hiding. Plasma Field comes out. Boogie will survive.
Nisha.
And Penta, they're taking this fight. They've found two. They'll move on to Nisha, and they'll take the Juicer down as well. Penta still hunting for Panos as well. Can they catch him?
They might just turn this into a Roche. They've got meta.
They will. I think they'll leave Pat. But that fight there, they're so close to taking down Boogie, but the fact that he does get out the GA makes all the difference. He gets out of there.
Yeah, the whole fight gets turned. They also had just clear vision advantage. They saw all of Kinguin running in. They pretty much killed the Bane instantly in the fight, and Katsura as well dies quite early on. Then they just isolate the Dusa. And they don't even have to use the meta for this. Penta getting a huge surge in momentum here.
Jump up top. Pados. Will be fun. Coil is back up in a second.
2k advantage now for Penta.
They could look for Pados. Oh, they do. We are cancelling the TP there. Drops the Dream Coil.
Kinguin's starting to fall apart here.
And Penta getting some big kills off the back of that last fight. Yeah, 2k lead now as they lead 16-9 on kills. Pushing in this top lane. They'll take some more towers.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Butterfly's almost done on Oliver too.
Yeah.
He is about to be tied up with that Dusa net worth.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It's getting pretty massive. They need Nisha to get that damage online, and he is trying for the MKB.
Kinguin just not really. It doesn't really seem like they want to fight. It seems like they want to farm because like the Rubik and stuff, they're never like Rubik and Bane. They're never looking for pickoffs and stuff. They're just constantly pushing out waves, and
Dire's bottom tower is under
yeah, they're just playing this farm game. So they're just really putting all this pressure on Nisha to carry this late game, because his Razor has fallen far behind, and Patos has pretty much fallen off entirely from that early game that he was having such a great start.
Yeah, he's had that Axe queued up for quite a while now, and still struggling to get that much closer to it. Denzi trying to catch Nisha there on the way out, but TP already done.
Boogie seems to be the biggest issue, at least in this game, for Kinguin. Even though he gets initiated on, he survives most of the engagements. And they don't really have great ways to lock him down. It's pretty much the Fiend's Grip of the lift. And they've been struggling to do so.
Illusion push coming in from Oliver.
6k gold advantage now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We are starting to cure those Dagons. We can go for those quick burst kills. Get Pados out of the fight.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Another tier 2. Penta.
Nisha.
It's got to be careful. This is a big kill if they find it.
Yeah.
Smoke movement from Penta being used to try and close the gap on Nisha. Nisha forces down. They try for a blind hook shot into the trees.
They've seen him now. They've used both their force snaps.
Oh, they've got a coil onto the two of them. Weehaw trying to make it go. The stun as well onto Nisha. Nisha.
He doesn't have his TP up.
He does have the Stone Gaze. Could look to try and fight back, but he's lost his Rubik. He'll now go for the Stone Gaze, run away, but the Yule Scepter's there, controlling him. He'll now try for TP out, and he will make it. There's nothing to hold him back, so Nisha does manage to escape. Only just, though.
And they're falling further and further behind now. Not able to make really any aggressive moves versus this Penta lineup. Penta's just playing at a much faster pace. They always seem to have meta available too in all these fights.
DNZ
Nisha.
just get found out here. Nisha trying to finish him off, but DNZ has backup. DNZ, he's still alive for now. Nisha, he needs help, but he's not getting it. He's dead. He went full in on that attempt for the clock kill, and it cost him his life. Dear.
He's dead as well.
Alright, I mean, Kinguin are falling apart now.
Yeah.
Penta now 10k in the lead with the Metamorphosis pushing into the base. They'll get the tier 3. They've dropped down the GG branch on the racks there. And Oliver
He's still got Aegis available. Gets the Sunder off.
Nisha now has to get right back to base. They'll buy back on the Razor as well. They had that Fiend's Grip, but they can't quite kill Oliver even the once. He'll be fine. He gets out of there as Penta take not only the racks, but get both of the cores of Kinguin to buy back.
Whew. Kinguin just fell apart in the last few moments too. And Penta just running aggressively, making moves around the map, while Kinguin, they've just been pretty much idle, playing much more passive and being punished for it. They want to farm up this Deuce so heavily, but Penta's not allowing them. Oliver, he's 5-0-8 on this Terrorblade, being pretty active every single time he's had med up. They've looked at taking fights, and it's been working. Boogie has Aghanims finished on the Omni, as we saw there, and he's queued up a refresher. What seems like the already Penta is kind of unkillable. If they do get that refresher, I don't see how Kinguin's able to take these fights versus them by any means.
That's more than enough time to take a Rex, or yeah, just take the tier 4 in the Ancient.
Yeah.
With the damage that Oliver's doing.
Has fallen.
Aghanims, Witch Doctor.
Super farmed dirty on RMN. His casks have been doing work. After the early game, where he missed a couple kills because he didn't have a Maledict, everything else has been working out. He got that triple kill bottom. His casks have been beautiful in the fights too. Same thing with his Death Ward. All of Penta just stepping it up. DNZ looks to try to find Nisha. Nisha with quick TP out though.
Let's see what they can find here.
Kinguin's just on, they're kind of just in desperation mode. They're like, all right, we have to farm, but we've been trying to farm for the last like 15 minutes and we're just getting punished for it. But they don't have BKB on Razor, so they don't have that frontliner anymore at this point because Enchantress just gets bursted down, Razor as well. Even Nisha doesn't seem like he's too tanky on the Dusa, but he does have that level 20 talent now. But they still do bring him down pretty damn fast from the side of Penta.
Radiant's top shrine.
They've just got to keep that high ground defense strong, Kinguin. They can still keep this one going. Their odds will get a little better. They can get that Deuce to that big point, but
he does get countered.
6k behind the TB.
He does get countered quite hard by Guardian Angel though, and
sure.
Boogie is massive on this Omni Knight. Like we said, almost refresher finished up for him. It's going to make Kinguin's fight even harder. They're just, yeah, they need the BKB on the Razor, they need the Ags on the Enchantress, and they probably need the MKB finished out on Dusa for them to actually kill this Terrorblade, because he's a huge problem.
Yeah, that buyback. I mean,
yeah, the
it's what I
buyback
had to
really
come out, but
hurts them.
it's knocked their cores back so much.
Yep.
Panos.
Weehaw, looking for the solo kill.
Nature attend us.
He's got the coil if he wants to expend it, but you know, no damage unless they break. He's just wasting Patos' time a bit. He doesn't want him to TP out either. Just waiting for his spells to
Oh, mid lane catch up.
Brought up very quickly. All right, Patos and Weehouse are they're just gonna do the dance.
I mean, how does this end?
I mean, Weehaw just doesn't want to use the coil because he'll just TP out instantly if he does.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of wasting his time while his team pushes.
All right. I mean, this could go on for quite some time.
The heal's still on cooldown for 10. And bottom, they're losing their base while this is just getting danced around on. But the coil comes out and he bursts him anyway.
Alright, and that will mean a buyback straight away.
Nisha dead!
That nightmare. Oh, they get it back to the base. Oh, they do.
That nightmare.
But the racks are dead. The racks are gone. Penta cleaning up a second set. 28k gold lead.
I think this Deuce is too far behind to solo carry now versus this Terror Wave.
I mean, this is great. That was Penta. I mean, they looked a bit all over the place in game 1, but game 2, they are absolutely owning it. I guess it's the Omni Knight.
The Omni
That's
Knight.
the pick.
Yeah, this Omni seems to be
both teams had some great Omnis.
a huge problem. Yeah, even though like the Razor sure in the laning phase, all that, it's not the same. Omni Knight is still a ridiculous hero in the midst of the
Double
game.
damage Terrorblade. He does not have meta though, but he does have double damage.
Oh, they don't care. They're in.
They are straight away. Look at the Council. He's taking out like 2 hits here. They'll pop the Stone Gaze. Nisha trying to turn, but there's the GA. Comes out. Kinguin have lost 2. Exotic Diz trying to fight with the BKB. Is focusing Oliver. Oliver getting relatively low. Look at the Sun Drop. And he's got the backup from Boogie. Nisha's trying to be forced back, but it's all too much. GG, well played. And Penta taking game 2, bringing this series to a 3rd game.
Yeah, Omni Knight. This hero is...
It's the Omni Knight.
It's a problem. I think we go back to banning Omni Knight, I believe, guys. Yep. I think Penta, they just played at a much faster pace. I think they used their cooldowns much better, too. It's like every single time they had meta, they weren't like, okay, we're just going to farm. No, they would use the meta. They'd look for the engagements. Well, I think Kinguin, they got to a point where they felt like they were too comfortable. It felt like they were just like, all right, we're going to passively farm this game. We're going to let our Deuce take over. But that wasn't the case at all. Penta just running around, finding kill after kill after kill.